learning new details today about a shooting at a Janesville business, including the name of the suspect. Plus, a juvenile suspect is now in custody in connection to the death of a young Chippewa Falls girl. Police say the two knew each other. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. We now know the identity of the suspect in a shooting at a Janesville business that left one person dead. Police say 23-year-old Kevin Todd of Janesville shot a co-worker at Precision Drawn Metals just after 4:30 yesterday afternoon. The victim was shot in the back and later died. Todd's car was later spotted by an officer on Highway 213 and Highway 11. After a short pursuit, he was pulled over and arrested. Todd told officers he was being bullied at work, but employees' statements do not support that claim.
Every violent event that occurs in this city, we reach back and look at what led up to it. And in most cases, there was some level of conflict that led up to it. And we always urge our citizens to reach out, ask for our assistance, put that responsibility on us to address that conflict and hopefully avoid it.
Todd had only been working at the company for a week. Right now, he's in the Rock County Jail. A suspect has been arrested in connection to the death of a 10-year-old girl from Chippewa Falls. Police arrested a juvenile suspect early yesterday. They say the suspect and the victim, Lily Peters, knew each other. Officers executed a search warrant and collected evidence at a home on Grove Street, the same block where Peters' aunt lives. The suspect is expected to be in court later this afternoon. The death of the 10-year-old has prompted a campaign to create a Lily Alert. An Amber Alert was not issued after Peters was reported missing because her case did not meet the criteria. A Chippewa Falls father started the Change.org petition to create a Lily Alert for cases like hers that can be sent out locally.
You lose sight of your child 10 minutes, an hour, like any amount of time, your heart just sinks. And who do you turn to for help? Like, I'm not blaming the police or anybody. All I'm saying is this person needed help and should have received it. We can do better.
The petition has nearly reached the goal of 50,000 signatures. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Another chilly day out there.
And another cloudy one on that, Mark. As we're getting into our afternoon hours, overcast is already settling in here in Madison. It's going to be like that for much of us in southern Wisconsin throughout the rest of our afternoon hours. As we take a look ahead, temperatures are at 39 right now. We'll see some slight improvement, but it's not going to be warm today. It's still going to be chilly, 44 degrees as we're going to be topping out and pretty much sustained throughout much of this afternoon. Winds won't be as bad as yesterday, but still close to breezy as we roll in throughout. Now, temperatures around southern Wisconsin, 41 degrees in Janesville and 43 in Platteville. As we can see that colder air coming in still from that Arctic blast from Canada as we continue throughout the rest of the week. It's pretty much what we're going to be expecting throughout today. Now, wind speeds, not too much to really write home about, even though a bit breezy between Platteville and Madison as of right now, as we're seeing into the double digits, but still not too much in terms of winds. Now, one thing that has been a bit of an interest is what's happening on our radar. We are starting to see some flurries that has really accumulated over the last 3 hours or so, but they haven't really hit the surface. Some areas may have seen just a slight tad of some of the start to hit some of the surfaces, but for the most part, we're not really looking at these flurries to even reach the ground. Now, as we get into the rest of this evening, going to be pretty much on the dry side, but some areas could see some showers, which we're going to give more details about later on. But this is what our evening planner is looking like. Still going to be a chilly one, and tonight's will be cold as well. We'll have more details about the rain showers and potential mixes coming up in a few moments. Until then, let's toss it back to you, Mark.
All right, Julian, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. The U.S. and Russia pulled off a prisoner swap today despite tensions between the two countries over the war in Ukraine. A former U.S. Marine from Granbury, Texas, that's near Fort Worth, was jailed in Russia. Trevor Reed was convicted of assault after a night out in Moscow. Charges he denied. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
Former Marine Trevor Reed is on a plane flying home to the U.S., finally free after his arrest in Russia in 2019. Reed's parents told CNN their son called as soon as he was released.
We were actually on the phone with Trevor when the president called. He, again, totally gracious and wonderful and kind, and said he looked forward to seeing us in the White House again.
President Biden met with Reed's parents in late March. The president released a statement this morning saying, "I heard in the voices of Trevor's parents how much they've worried about his health and missed his presence." He goes on to say, "The negotiations that allowed us to bring Trevor home required difficult decisions that I do not take lightly." Reed was released in exchange for a Russian pilot who had been convicted of drug smuggling charges more than a decade ago.
Trevor quickly told us that the American plane pulled up next to the Russian plane, and they walked both prisoners across at the same time like you see in the movies.
Senior administration officials say negotiations had been going on for months and were separate from Russia's war on Ukraine. U.S. officials say Reed is in good spirits, but his parents worry about his health.
We're praying that he doesn't have tuberculosis, but we're still concerned, that he was coughing up blood for months.
The administration says work continues to try and release other Americans wrongfully detained, including former Marine Paul Whelan and WNBA basketball player Brittany Griner. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And Griner was detained on allegations of drug charges and is in Russia awaiting trial. A New York mother wants other families to know just how serious COVID-19 can be. Joanna Garshina's infant son was recently hospitalized with the virus. She said he had a fever of over 103 degrees and was having trouble breathing. ER doctors immediately put him on respiratory assistance and started him on remdesivir infusions, which were recently authorized for use in young children. Garshina says his symptoms improved right away. Children under 5 are not yet eligible for COVID vaccines, but Garshina has a message for people who still haven't gotten their shot.
There, I believe, is a false narrative out there that COVID is just a cold. For parents who are on the fence about getting vaccinated, I really would like them to listen to my story and do your research and understand that this virus can be deadly.
The American Academy of Pediatrics says the number of children diagnosed with COVID has increased for a second week in a row, up about 43% from 2 weeks ago. A COVID-19 booster shot could be on the way for kids ages 5 through 11. Pfizer-BioNTech says it has submitted its emergency use authorization application to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. The company says trials have shown a strong immune response with no safety problems. Meanwhile, Pfizer is still studying how young children under than 5 can react to the COVID-19 vaccine. Results of those trials should be out in the coming months. That age group is the only one not yet approved to be vaccinated. Right now, a funeral for former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright is taking place at the Washington National Cathedral. President Joe Biden gave the eulogy. Others listed speakers included former President Bill Clinton. Albright served as Secretary of State in the Clinton administration. She was the first woman to hold that position. Albright's family says she died after a battle with cancer. Madeleine Albright was 84. Andrew Woolfolk is dead. He was the saxophone player for the band Earth, Wind & Fire. Fellow band member Philip Bailey posted about Woolfolk's passing on Instagram with a photo of the two of them. You can see Woolfolk there on the right. He was also recorded with Phil Collins and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, along with his fellow original Earth, Wind & Fire members in 2000. Andrew Woolfolk was 71 years old. One of Wisconsin's largest dairy farms is suing the DNR over changes to its wastewater permit. The changes require the operators to limit the size of their herd and begin monitoring groundwater in an area where nitrate contamination has occurred. Kinnard Farms in Kewaunee County says that the business will be harmed if it isn't allowed to expand its herd and will be burdened by the cost of a groundwater monitoring system. The operation has struggled with agricultural pollution for years as contaminants began showing up in private wells. Kinnard Farms includes 16 industrial farms with about 8,000 cows. You only have a few more days to vote in the Best for Madison Awards. The final voting period ends April 30th. You'll only be able to vote once per category, so consider your pick and make your vote count. Since Madison Magazine has discontinued the Best of the Burbs poll, the Best of Madison poll will qualify vote getters residing throughout Dane County, plus cities and other counties contingent to Dane County. Those include Columbia, Dodge, Iowa, Green, Rock, Jefferson, and Sauk counties. For more information on the Best of Madison, head to channel3000.com. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Boeing overshoots its financial expectations in the new year, and a $1 one-day only deal for McNuggets superfans. I'm Naomi Ruckham at the CBS Broadcast Center. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
One 1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
What does the Larson experience mean? It means when you entrust us with your gutter or roof project, we'll treat you like a member of our team from start to finish. Hi, Andrew Larson here, owner of Larson Home Services. It's always been important to me to provide service that can't be beat. Over the past 10 years, we've worked with thousands of families in the community, and we make sure they're always in the loop from the moment we start the project until well after the project is done. We want you to brag about us. It's our goal, the Larson experience. My team has discovered a new product we're really excited about, Gutter Shutter. It's the strongest and most effective gutter system on the market, guaranteed to never clog, sag, or pull away. With the largest downspouts, stronger aluminum, and it's made in the USA. We'll show you why Gutter Shutter means you can stay off your ladder forever. Right now, get 75% off installation labor, free financing for 24 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your new gutter system. Call now to set up your free estimate.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffels. The Tempur-Breeze uses next-generation cooling technology, allowing you to sleep up to 8 degrees cooler all night long. Right now, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash when you upgrade to the Tempur-Ergo Smart Base. It automatically adjusts to snoring while you sleep. Plus, with Steinhoffels special financing and free delivery, buying a new Tempur-Pedic has never been easier. Relax, it's Steinhoffels.
Why would Stanton Optical choose a spokesbird?
They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses plus a free eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
1-800-GOT-JUNK can bring the springtime anytime.
Oh, yes! We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Boeing's latest earnings landed the company far below expectations. The plane maker just reported revenue of just under $14 billion, more than $2 billion short of estimates. Boeing also plans to pause production of its 777X aircraft through next year, with deliveries not expected until 2025. Meanwhile, United Airlines is adding more flights across the Atlantic. The company said it's raising capacity by 25% over pre-pandemic levels to offer more transatlantic routes this summer. The airline is also adding flights to some new destinations in Jordan, Norway, Portugal, and Spain. The Department of Energy is switching off the sale of many old-fashioned incandescent light bulbs. The new rules will require manufacturers to sell energy-efficient bulbs, banning the sale of those that produce less than 45 lumens per watt. The administration believes the move will save Americans about $3 billion a year. And who needs a six-pack when you can score a six-piece? Today only, McDonald's is offering 6 McNuggets for just $1 on orders through their app. The fast food giant is out with a new personality quiz to pinpoint how customers prefer to indulge, with questions about dipping sauce strategy and whether chicken nuggets are a side or a main course. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Naomi Ruckham.
Let's take a look at Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 376 points. The NASDAQ up 178. And the SP 500 up 43. Well, members of Walmart's discount program are getting a bit of a break at the gas pump. Starting today, Walmart Plus subscribers get a 10 cents off a gallon of gas at participating fuel stations. Excuse me, previously, Walmart offered a discount of 5 cents a gallon to subscribers. Walmart Plus is a $98 a year subscription plan aimed at Amazon Prime. On top of fuel discounts, members get free shipping on most items and the ability to scan items with an app in physical stores and pay without waiting in a checkout line. Still ahead, your Midwest Farm Report with Pam Yankee. Plus, we could see some higher temperatures, but also some rain. Your complete forecast when we come back.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
Enjoy the benefits of soft water with Menard's great selection of Morton water softeners. Morton's demand control Wi-Fi water softener is a smarter way to manage your water. Integrated Wi-Fi capabilities allow you to monitor your salt levels and water usage from your smartphone, putting you in control while at home or away. Plus, Morton's look-ahead technology learns and predicts your water needs, saving you money. Get 11% off Morton water softeners now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Everything we love about Wisconsin is under attack. As an Army commander, I served God, family, and country. But the media, they say none of that matters anymore. When I was a kid, every day at school, I took the pledge. In the service, I took an oath. But today, people take a knee. When I was 9 years old, my dad handed me a shovel and put me to work. Nowadays, people get paid to sit on the couch. And back then, you called somebody lazy, it was a huge insult. But today, you get a pronoun wrong, and the liberals want your head. I'm Tim Michels. The radical left, they're destroying everything we love about America. And too many establishment Republicans, they're along for the ride. I'm not some career politician. I'm a self-made businessman who doesn't give a rip about the special interests or their money. I'm Tim Michels. I'm running for governor to turn Madison upside down and take back the freedoms that make Wisconsin great.
Tim Michels for governor. He'll turn Madison upside down.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
Some special retirees are living a better life right here in the 608. Tomorrow, Josh Breider will share the story behind a nonprofit sanctuary for monkeys.
And here comes more rain on your Wednesday. We're timing out how that impacts you. Join us tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Our warming planet is changing Wisconsin's landscape.
A lot of the plant hardiness zones have already shifted northward.
What does that mean for local farmers and gardeners? Mark Kane gets answers from the experts. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Well, let's check in with Pam Yankee now from the Midwest Farm Report. Another cloudy, cool day.
Say, same verse, just like the first, and not exactly what Wisconsin farmers are excited about. We do have time, though. That's one thing that I think we forget about. Last year was the exception, not the rule, getting our Wisconsin farmers active with field work and planting. This is a little bit more like normal as far as the pace of spring planting. Still, it's frustrating. The Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection has the Wisconsin Farm Center hotline. It's basically a place that farmers and their families can turn to for help on things. Maybe it's regarding financing. Maybe it's about transition from one generation to another. Maybe it's something about milk production or a dairy herd question. They take care of it all. Dan Bauer, who's a program coordinator for the Wisconsin Farm Center hotline, said that January through March this year, they had 278 new inquiries that they were handling over the course of that time, about 4 per day. That estimate comes in to be about 550 over 6 months' time, coming from farm families across across the state. It's up about 25% compared to last quarter. He said right now that there's about 75 of those cases that are in process, and they're all looking at working on transitioning from one generation to the next, one partner to the next. When it comes to transition planning in Wisconsin farm families, it comes very slowly, as I'm sure you can imagine. And Bauer said he's just happy to see that a lot of those folks that started the process before the pandemic are continuing it today. Again, remember the hotline, 800-942-2474, if you've got an issue that they should be addressing with you. Barrel cheese today in Chicago down 4 at 172 3/4. 40-pound block cheese down 2.5 at 234. The AA butter today down 3.5, finishes at 261.5 per pound. So corn and beans are strong commodities today. Dairy taking a little bit of a step back.
All right. Well, hopefully for some warmer weather.
Yeah, that's all. I think we all kind of want that. Somebody was trying to mow a lawn today, and I thought, buddy, you should have taken a tip from your gloves, your winter cap, and your... what are you doing?
If you need a down jacket to mow the lawn, you maybe should wait.
Maybe rethink that.
All right, Pam, thank you.
All right. Yep.
At least it's not raining yet. Julian?
That's right. I'm still kind of just laughing about the mowing the lawn thing because this is not the weather to be mowing your lawn at all. We're still dealing with chilly conditions and it is cloudy. The rain will be on the way, but we are still dealing with some really dry conditions for us. So we're not going to be seeing too much rain for today, but later on into this evening, we could be seeing some more showers start to develop. Now, temperatures is right now 39 in Madison, 43 into Platteville, with about 41 degrees in Janesville. So we're still holding on to that cooler air coming in from Canada, which is really just going to settle itself into the upper Midwest throughout today and even for tomorrow. But take a look at the dew points. They're at around 20-degree temperatures as of right now. It just goes to show you how dry it really is here in southern Wisconsin. So any precipitation that we see is not even going to be hitting the ground. So all the flurries that are really picking up on the radar, the reflectivity in itself is not even touching the ground. It's staying into the atmosphere as we're kicking off our afternoon. And that's pretty much going to be the theme for us throughout much of today until we get into the later part of tonight where some of that moisture will start to enter itself. And that moisture is going to be coming in as this low starts to track its way even more into the upper Midwest. Then we'll start to see more production of some rain and potentially even some snowfall that will start to produce itself as we get into the later part of tonight. But again, any showers we'll see is mainly going to be this evening once that low starts to track its way in, bringing in a bit more moisture for us here in southern Wisconsin, which will also trickle into the overnight hours where we'll start to see more surface showers that could be mixing in with some flakes as well. So if you wake up and see a couple of snowflakes, don't be alarmed. That's what we're going to be expecting to see from this system coming into the overnight hours. As we get to close to Thursday afternoon, we'll start to see a bit more collection of some more showers and a bit more heavier rainfall as well. Can I even rule out a possibility of seeing just a bit of that heavier rain in some of the areas, especially towards Crawford and Grant County overnight as we transition into our Friday morning. We're looking forward to dry out once again as we get into our Friday, however. But in terms of how much rain, we're going to be looking at if this system holds together, especially going into our Thursday, a lot of the western half of southern Wisconsin will be seeing some pretty good amount of rain, and we're still into a moderate drought. So this will all be very welcomed for us as we're trying to get to see a bit more rain and just get into more healthy conditions in terms of our moisture. However, if you're planning on this weekend, we have Crazy Legs and we also have Farmers Market. Just expect for Saturday to be a wet one for us. We're going to be looking at some showers and even some afternoon thunderstorms to be rolling in for us. This is what we're going to be keeping an eye on. We're going to be timing out. Showers starting to really start to be more widespread throughout our Saturday morning and going into our Saturday afternoon and overnight once again. Look a bit more dry heading into our Sunday, but we still do have chances of seeing just a bit of some showers early onto our Sunday as well. But here's a look at our 10-day forecast. Temperatures are not going to see too much of improvement as we're still into the 40s and heading into the 50s from this weekend and next week. Next Friday may be our one saving grace of starting to see a bit more warmer temperatures, but it is going to be a slow rise for us to see some real spring or even close to anything that's warm for the next few days, Mark.
It's hard to believe May starts on Sunday.
I know. It does not feel like May. It still feels like March.
Yeah, I was walking the dogs this morning, and some of those flakes made their way down to the ground.
Okay, so it was more on the earlier side, but yeah, later on, it's going to be up in the air for that one.
All right. Thank you, Julian. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Howard is working on a variation of an old classic in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Say goodbye to dry and tasteless meatloaf and hello to one that's juicy and packed with flavor. Best part? It's bound to be a family favorite.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, call now.
If you're a rider, that is the reason you hire Hupie and Abraham. They know motorcycles inside and out. It's just a no-brainer.
Tell the insurance company you mean business.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate spring with our big Spring Thaw sale. We're talking about savings of 22%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board with our Spring Thaw sale. Save 22% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
In late October of 2021, I got COVID, and I was pretty sure that I was at the end of my rope.
I knew we were in trouble when we decided to bring in our attorney to start having Joel sign end-of-life documents, business documents.
My last try was an experimental medication. She put me on the Aviptadil, and that next morning when I woke up, I was a new man.
Because of Ron Johnson's right to try bill, I have my husband today.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? Meet me at Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Oak Shot Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells for an all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, The Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting Heat and Housing for Heroes. Visit vetaidwi.com for more details.
People have a lot of good things to say about Hupie and Abraham.
I would absolutely 100% recommend Hupie and Abraham. They will take care of everything, and you'll be glad you did. Hupie and Abraham means business.
Have you ever had meatloaf that was sort of dry and tasteless? And other times, you take a bite and it's one of the best things you've ever tasted. I know I have. So today, our goal is to say goodbye to all those disappointing meatloaves and hello to one that is sure to be a family favorite. One of the most important things with making meatloaf is to start with the right ground beef. I like to use a ground chuck since it's a little fattier, giving it lots of flavor. Now we combine this with some crushed butter crackers, a chopped onion, a good amount of ketchup, a couple of eggs, and a bit of salt and pepper. Another key is don't overmix it, because if you do, it tends to get tough when it's cooked. After hand forming this onto a baking sheet, we top it with some bacon. The reason I like to hand form this is it allows the fat to drain away while it cooks. After this bakes for an hour or so, we'll top it with a combo of mustard, ketchup, and brown sugar, and back into the oven it'll go. And there you have it, a meatloaf that is super juicy and is packed with flavor inside and out. And the combo of the bacon and the glaze makes it irresistible. So don't wait another minute. Go online and get the recipe for what we call your family's favorite meatloaf. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a comforting way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Meatloaf on a cold night tonight sounds pretty good.
I know, right? I was thinking it even looks pretty good, too. But as we go into the next 10 days, folks, just expect chilly, cloudy, and even some showers that are on the way, especially heading into the weekend. Make sure you don't have too many plans outdoors because it will be wet.
All right, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.